Crophesy LS and LSN installation. In this video, you will learn how to properly install the latest generation of AquaSpy below-ground technology. Crophesy LS and LSN make installing easier than ever with a new slim probe bottom. Before starting the installation process, you'll need to gather a few tools for the job: an auger, drill, bucket, water, shovel, and a paint mixer attachment. If using a cabled extension, you'll also need a 5/16" driver, hose clamp, T-post, and T-post driver or small sledge. Use a 20 to 60 volt drill with a 1/2" chuck. Prioritize torque over speed. Hammer drills work well in all soils, but avoid impact drivers. For safety and efficiency in high-volume installations, a clutch and side handle are recommended. Once you've gathered all the necessary supplies, you'll need to choose a place in the field for your probe. Click the link above to learn how to choose an installation location. Now, use the auger and drill to create a hole just deep enough to install the entirety of the white probe up to the base of the hex nut, just below the ring lock. Ensure that the hole is drilled as vertically straight as possible, and the displaced soil doesn't fall back into the hole. Next, make the slurry. Transfer the displaced soil from the hole into a bucket and remove any large debris. Then add water and use a paint mixer to thoroughly combine the slurry. Typically, about 1/2 gallon of slurry is enough for one probe. Add more water or soil as needed until your slurry reaches the right consistency. A good slurry will fill in all air pockets around the probe. It should be thicker than water, but pour easily, more like gravy or cream, and it will completely coat the probe when pulled out. Crophesy LSN probes featuring an AquaStrip require specific handling. Keep the probe in its packaging until installation, avoiding exposure to UV light. Additionally, do not touch or mechanically scratch the AquaStrip, and be sure to remove all protective packaging prior to installation. Important: Crophesy LSN probes have 3 serial numbers that you must record before installing, including on the CT top, probe bottom, and AquaStrip. Miss it, and the probe must be removed to retrieve them. Now pour the slurry into the hole and insert the probe until the bottom of the hex nut is even with the surface of the soil. Wiggle the probe as you push down to help remove any air bubbles from around the probe. Once set, remove any excess slurry or other debris from the area around the probe, and make sure the soil is level, if possible. Try to restore the site as closely as you can to its original condition after installation. Finally, turn the power switch to on and listen for a series of checks and tones to verify that the data upload was successful. If the probe fails to connect, try rebooting by switching the power off for at least 30 seconds before powering back on. Then listen again to the checks and tones. Before leaving the field, open the AquaSpy mobile app and launch ServiceSpy. Select Installation, and then enter the site ID and the equipment serial numbers you recorded prior to installation, and click Validate. Check that the initial moisture readings are all above 30, and they are all within the same range. Any outliers that are too low will be highlighted in red, indicating an air pocket. Try working the air out, or reinstall the probe with a new slurry mix. If there are no indications of air pockets, scroll down and click Complete to finalize the installation process. Visit aquaspy.zohodesk.com for additional tutorials and guides.